Hello and welcome to KillTech TV. My name is Kevin, and I have Anthony here with me today to do a PC versus console debate. So let's get right into it. We have multiple topics to cover today. Our first one that we're going to cover is price versus performance. Now, all you gamers out there, this is going to be a huge one to cover because in the PC versus console wars world, me myself and Anthony will agree this is a big topic to cover. First thing I do want to cover is the budget aspect of it.
Exactly.
So for an Xbox, a brand new Xbox, you're gonna be paying like $300 at the most, $300 for a brand new Xbox.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna be paying about $300 for an Xbox. Especially depending on the model you're getting. I mean, they came out with the Kinect and all those ones, so there's more budget that you're gonna have into it if you're into that sort of thing. The playability is really the same though, so ultimately, yeah, you're gonna be paying like $250, for a console that's gonna play pretty much any game that's out there on the market.
As well as if you get a used one, go up to GameStop, $150 without a hard drive. So let's say $150 to $300 will get you an Xbox 360. Now, what this Xbox 360 is going to deliver, the ATI, Xenos graphics card, and a dual core some processor.
Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a dual core, but it's got I know it's got 6 threads. Overall performance-wise, the Xbox actually, it really does outperform, most of the other consoles that are out there.
Because you have that DirectX feature as well. Since it's Microsoft, you're going to be able to have DirectX compatibility with your Xbox 360 versus PS3 that does not have DirectX compatibility. So textures and the visual quality is going to be substantially better on the Xbox versus the PS3. But for the price,
well, like you have a bigger GPU on the Xbox, versus the PS3. That's a given. The advantage of the PS3 that you're gonna have the storage, that you can get stock from buying it. You're gonna have the bigger processor. I mean, it has a massive processor in the PS3. Graphics-wise, though, definitely is going to the Xbox because you gotta face it. It's a bigger card. You're gonna get better quality, crisper images. All that stuff.
Better tessellation, better rendering. Definitely because all that's the GPU aspect. Now let's take it to PC. Okay, we just covered the console, so let's take it to the big boy now, the PC. All you gamers out there that are PC gamers, you all know that you can build a $300 game system that's going to outperform a console. Now, you console gamers watching this, don't rage yet. Don't rage, keep watching. But
especially this year.
Especially, I mean, last generation's parts, like the 790FX boards and the quad cores from Phenoms and stuff, especially for AMD and as well as Intel, you can build a pretty good budget system for about $300, and you can play all the games as well that console has.
Yeah, the big determining factor about that would be you got to look at your options. Are you willing to take the time to take, and order all of these parts, build it yourself, take it to a store, have somebody build it, something like that. You're going to go out and, buy a pre-built PC. You do that, you're going to be paying a lot more. You can build a $400 budget PC yourself, but if you go buy it, you're going to be paying like $800 for that same $400 PC. So ultimately, the best option with PCs is to build it yourself, hands down.
Definitely. There's a lot of knowledge behind, wanting to go in the PC route. With an Xbox and, just a console, they're already built. You get them out of the box, you're ready to go, and, it's all good. Now, with a PC, you're going to have to know a good bit of knowledge, just how to build the PC, what parts to buy, what parts are compatible. And all this stuff factors in building the PC. So it's a bit more difficult than just going out and buying a console. But to you, is it worth it? Yep. Would you think it's worth it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be going out and doing casual gaming, you're not really going to be interested in the high FPS, the high graphics. all the benefits that you do get from the PC. A lot of the new games, they're offering dedicated servers, which is really nice. That's a nice feature. Are you looking for that? Is that, if that's something you're looking for in the console, well, you're not going to get it. You best get a PC. But if you're looking for, easy playability, you're not wanting to build your own system, you're not wanting to, worry about issues, like that, as small as they may be to the PC gamer society. You ask any PC gamer, well, obviously, they're gaming on a PC, they know what they're doing, so they're gonna know, yes, this is a good choice, this is something that, it's gonna be a right choice for me. Now, if you're just a casual gamer, say, you maybe get on Call of Duty or something for a half hour, an hour a day, you don't really want to spend the money, to build a PC if you're not going to be using it to its full extent, then yeah, definitely go get a console, play it out. Next topic though, your personal opinion, Kevin. What do you think as far as the way the consoles go? I mean, the whole debate between the Xbox and the PS3, as far as, you're a casual gamer, is it going to be worth getting the Xbox Live? I mean, features of that, what are we going to get out of that? I mean, versus the PS3.
Especially with the Xbox Live versus the the PSN network, I would definitely pay $20. What is it, like $20 for 12 months of Xbox Live? $20 for 12 months
it's something like that.
Really is a lot of money.
Like 58, something like that. It wasn't bad. It's cheap.
That's really not a lot of cash for 12 months of Xbox Live. And the community standard that you're going to get around Xbox Live versus PSN. PSN's free. The community is not that big. And I would totally get an Xbox over PS3 for multiple reasons. Games, just overall quality, textures and particles when you're playing the game, experience, just the community in general.
I do.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Especially, when you look at the Xbox, like, I don't know, when I've played PS3, PS2, all the PlayStation consoles, to me it seems more like a immersive experience for like one person, or maybe split screen, something like that. I mean, you're gonna be sitting around at home doing things like that, but as far as the community, I noticed there was a lot more of a vast community. Like, you can get on to an Xbox, be connecting with people automatically, have friends within like your first few days of playing, and just have gaming buddies. You're not gonna find that as easy on the PS3. It's possible, but the PS3 to me just seems more like a single player venture, or something that you want to do with your real life friends in person, as far as, how that goes.
Definitely. Okay, so we just covered the price versus performance. Let's go into a variety of games on each platform.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and make that our next video.
PC.
Yep, we'll put that our next video, so be sure to check that out. We'll upload them here shortly. Alright, peace.
This is part 1.